are continuing with Blitz, our sourdough starter. My son named him Blitz, or it Blitz. Yes. Come on, baby. So originally we did a half cup. I'm pretty sure it was a half cup of the whole. Okay, go potty, baby. Okay, I won't do it without you, baby. We did the half cup of whole wheat flour with a half cup of water. Now, I recently learned through this sourdough starter that whole wheat flour is a lot more absorbent of water than the unbleached all-purpose flour that I started feeding with. The first day that I did the feed, I did a quarter cup of unbleached all-purpose flour with a quarter cup of water, and it had water separation at the bottom of the jar. Yesterday, I corrected it with a half cup of unbleached all-purpose flour and a quarter cup of water, and it still had water separation today when I went to go start feeding it. The water separation today, however, was on top instead of on bottom. So, as Google has recommended, I discarded up to where I have just a quarter left of what I had. So I was about here, and then I have about this much left. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer Blitz into a clean jar. Just like that. And we are going to do our half cup of unbleached all-purpose flour again. So, and then just under a quarter cup of water. My oldest one is going to be helping me out with that today. So I'm going to pause it really quick. I'm going to get those added in, and then when we go to stir, I will start recording again. Okay, so we got our half cup of flour in here now. I have just under, so it's like right here for the water, and we're going to go ahead and add that in and then stir it up. Alrighty, so we are going to go ahead. I'm just using a butter knife, but this is it. You want to make sure you stir it all in. No dry flour left behind. It's going to be like really thick pancake batter. But that is essentially what we want. I might need to, part of me wants to add a little bit more water, but because we were having the water separation issue, as you can see, it's pretty thick in there. It's like kind of like you're making a bread dough, which funnily enough, it's a sourdough starter, so that makes perfect sense. But I do still see some chunks of flour in there, so we're going to get that mixed up real good. Now, when you go to start doing your discard recipes, you want to wait till it's at least a week old, so you don't get any of the bad bacteria, which really, for me, all it did was cause really bad gas and or bathroom trips. I learned that with the first sourdough starter, and I made pancakes for my whole family, so that was all of us. Learn from my mistakes, people. Yeah. No. You got handyman hell on with your baby. It is first thing in the morning. You don't need to be playing games on your tablet. You can earn your tablet privileges for later in the day. Why don't you draw a racetrack? Because I know you want to play a racing game, so why don't you draw a racetrack on some paper and grab out your Hot Wheels cars and race them on your racetrack? And look, you got a big racetrack right here that you can drive them on too. It is too. It can be if you wanted to. I know, it's the lookout tower. And there we go. It's all combined. So I'm gonna go find some cloth. I have a bunch of fabric for sewing, for quilting. Oh, nope. See, a little bit of flour right there at the bottom. Got it all mixed in. I'm gonna go grab some cloth I have for quilting to throw on top, and we'll just see how it does tomorrow. So I'll record another video tomorrow with a feeding, and I will give you guys the update. So this will be done. This will be our third feed. So we are now going to be on day 4. So on Wednesday, Thursday, I believe it's going to be Thursday, will be our day 7, and we can make discard. Well, you're going to have discard, but you're going to make discard pancakes. If you want to. I'm going to make discard pancakes because I love pancakes. But thank you guys for joining.